Fran, you get it to 28, 27, and then it kind of goes sideways there. What happened?
Yeah, you know what, Tom, I really thought we came out in the second, we go into halftime, we're only down 5, didn't feel like we played well at all. We're seemingly fortunate, I thought, to be down 5. If we could start with a run, like you said, we cut it to 1, but it seemed like we just kept missing easy shots. Get it to them. The stat that jumps out at me is you get 20 offensive rebounds against this team. That's effort. That's special. That should have equated to more success offensively. Instead, we shot 27% in the second half, and didn't, I think, have the attention to detail. They're a terrific offensive team. They had it spread out. They were moving the ball, and they've got a lot of weapons. And Jackson's tremendous. But I think what ended up happening is I think it affected our attention to detail defensively, our struggles offensively.
Kind of going off that, do you feel that the shooting just would have made a difference if a few more of those shots had gone your way, or do you feel that it was more defense?
And I think we probably quick shot it a few times. I think 24 threes, although some of those were at the end. I think we shot a few too many threes. Normally we're a team that has more assists per basket, and we move the ball a little bit more side to side, in and out. We were content to try to get it back with a 3, and you just can't do that against a team that's this good.
Oh, sorry, you're in here.
Fran, do you think part of the misses inside were you guys are worried about their length and looking for the shot blockers and hurting shots?
I think we were looking around a little bit. I think that's fair to say. And that's tough because you have to decide when I get it, do I go right up, or do I shot fake and go up? But if you don't see anybody, there's nobody to shot fake and go up through, and you're kind of trying to, we short-armed a couple. We had a couple one-handed tips that didn't go in. I thought Melson's looks early on were really good. Zach doesn't make a basket. He made a couple really good moves, I thought. Great offensive rebound, had a bare layup. That was frustrating for him and for all of us.
Fran, you played pretty good defense the last 15 minutes of the first half, and then do you think the early misses in the second half, or right after that 28-27 juncture, and they went on an 8-0 run in about a minute, that kind of hurt you defensively?
Yep.
The offensive problems did?
Yep, that's exactly what happened.
Coach, what did you think of Baylor's defense tonight?
Well, I thought it was good in 2 areas. I thought they got up into us on the perimeter with their quickness, and in their length bothered us as we got to the rim. And I think what it caused us to do, as I said a minute ago, was settle for a few too many jump shots. We're more of a driving team. We get to the free throw line more typically, and we just didn't do that tonight.
Pre-game, they change the net down at your end. Did that disturb the routine at all for you guys, or did it?
It was unfortunate. The net broke, and it took a minute to fix it. We just went into stretching. I don't think that happened.
Mike really looked good in the second half, started hitting some really good shots. The foot never seemed to bother him. Did it bother him?
No, I thought, as I said, I think the best thing when we brought him back was to keep him off the ball, run him off screens, and let him shoot it in the hole for us. I thought the key for him was to just go play with a little reckless abandon, and that's what I challenged him to do on the bench. So when I push it back, you gotta go play with reckless abandon. Because if you fiddle with the ball with these guys, they're too quick. If you try to run a set and you wait for people to get lined up, they're up into your space. You got to just go. When they come up on you, you got to go. I don't care if I called a set or what we thought we were going to do. You have to go because they're going to be off balance, and that's what he started doing. And then of course he hit some jumpers too. But he seemingly was the only one that could get anything going offensively.
Fran, just immediate reaction to the season as a whole, where you've come this year.
I think that's the hardest thing, in the locker room, Rick, because they're down, they're upset. They know they didn't play well, we didn't play well, and what I tried to do is take it off them a little bit and say, look, I didn't do a good enough job. You know, we're all in this together. We didn't do a lot of things, and we can start pointing out the things that we didn't do collectively. But nothing will take away the fact that we won 25 games. And nothing will take away from the fact that we had one of the greatest senior leaders I've ever been around. And hopefully what we'll do is learn from this experience and be better for it.
I realize that you're probably not focused on next season right now, but what does this team have to do to take another leap forward next season?
You know, it's nothing complicated, Mike. What has to happen is we have to take a little break. It's been a long season, and that's good. You know, it's been 7 months. They got to take a little break now. They got to get away from it and be a student, enjoy that. Then they got to go to work. Individually, we'll have skill development sessions, but they've got to work out on their own. They've got to get with Bill Maxwell, and you know, we'll put workout programs together for individuals that we think will make a difference in their game. And then we've got to work out through the summer, and obviously we'll have that extra practice up because we're going overseas. We'll incorporate Jared Uthoff and Peter Jock, and I think what we'll do is, you know, enter the season next year with a tremendous focus and concentration, knowing what we're capable of, but also knowing some of the things that we didn't do that we now have to go out and do.
Fran, in what ways do you feel playing these last 3 weeks and getting to this point in the NIT is going to help the guys that you do have returning going forward?
There's just no substitute for experience. I mean, you can't rush it, and to have played in front of 2 packed houses, go on the road, have to win a big-time road game, come to Madison Square Garden, the greatest venue in sports, and play twice against 2 really good teams. Win one, lose one, learn from that. It can only make us better, especially our young guys.
Last question for Coach, are we done? We good?
Thank you.